All right, welcome in, everyone. Happy Friday to y'all. We actually have a pretty big news dump courtesy of our friends over at Bloomberg News. Pretty reliable, I think. They offer pretty good sources to their news. They are not nameless person on Twitter with an avatar of an egg for their profile picture. They have pretty good sources. Anyway, so this was actually rumored several months ago that Sony would eventually be introducing their own kind of Game Pass-like system to rival what Xbox offers. Xbox Game Pass is the best deal in gaming running at the moment. You have a huge access to Xbox's gigantic library of games, and you also get all the AAA games launch day one for about the same price, about $10 a month of their subscription service. It's a fantastic deal, and obviously Sony has been kind of feeling the pressure of introducing their own system, and Bloomberg News actually reported that the codename Spartacus, which is what the codename for PlayStation's Game Pass system is going to be, it's unannounced what actually is the final name, but it's codename Spartacus, is going to be announced early as next week. So there's actually a lot to unpack of the leak. So let's go through each of some of the more finer points. The first two things to mention is that the two separate services that Sony offers of PlayStation Now, which is their live streaming service that allows you to basically live stream video games over the internet and play them, and as well as their premium subscription service, PlayStation Plus, are going to be merged together to whatever this Game Pass-like system is going to be called, which is a welcome addition. I found that it's a little bit confusing to myself, even like as a really hardcore gamer, finding the value of having PlayStation Now as well as PlayStation Plus. Playing for two separate services, not ideal from a company, so I'm glad that they're going to be kind of mixing them together. So that is a pretty big deal. That gives a little bit more value to PlayStation Now, which is kind of in the background for me. I generally don't play games over the internet, but having the option to as a kind of a pick up and play method, if you have the service, is just a welcome option. So even though the idea of a Sony Game Pass system sounds really good, it doesn't look like, based on what the leak suggests, that they're exactly copying what Xbox Game Pass offers. If you buy Xbox Game Pass, you pretty much know that you have everything that the service has to offer. But in this case, it's suggested by the leaks that Sony's system is offering different levels and tiers based on what types of games that you want to play. So on one hand, you're going to be playing, if you prefer modern type games, then you have one tier. If you prefer retro type games, you're going to be at another tier that you can purchase. And I assume probably there's going to be like a Mac Daddy tier that basically has everything. And the leak also suggests that if you buy the most expensive tier, you're going to have basically extended demos as well as the ability to live stream games over the internet. That's a little bit of a misstep. I think that once again is going to confuse a lot of consumers of exactly what the service offers. It's just more clean and simple how Xbox does it. You have Game Pass, you have everything. I'm not 100% sold on the tiered system that the leak suggests. And the next big thing that has been rumored and leaked by Bloomberg is that they're not going to be offering the AAA games at launch like Xbox does. So games like God of War Ragnarok will not be immediately available on the Game Pass-like system, which I think is probably the biggest nail in the coffin for the whatever this system is going to be called, whatever Spartacus ends up being. That's the biggest allure to Game Pass, is that you're going to be getting basically all the good stuff that Xbox offers day one. If you don't offer a day one advantage to whatever Spartacus ends up being, I think you're going to be playing already behind the 8 ball. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just general thoughts. If all this is true, Spartacus is kind of playing behind the ball of what Xbox Game Pass offers. I don't know what Sony is thinking, if this is all true, because literally they have the model already made up in front of them. Just take Game Pass and replicate it to whatever Sony has. So I'm just kind of worried about what exactly Spartacus ends up being, but obviously Sony is not responding to any rumors at this point, so we'll just have to wait till next week for the final news. But if all this is true, they're just playing behind the ball of what Game Pass is offering, so hopefully Spartacus can kind of be refined along the way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, as always, thumbs up are greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and we will play together very, very soon.